Hey there. You may be wondering why the title of this video is How to Outline a Book in question mark number of steps. And the reason why is because there are a number of steps that you can go through to outline a book, but this is a process I'm going to show you that involves actual steps, and I don't know how many there are going to be for you. So this is a process that I use when I am trying to figure out what needs to happen and how to organize the things that need to happen to write a book, outline a course, anything where the end result is something that I want the readers to be able to do when they're done reading my book. So when I was writing my first book, Becoming a Birth Doula, it was basically my birth doula training in a book. I wanted people to be able to read this book and be able to go and serve families after reading this book. I didn't want them to have to do anything else. They would get enough information in that book to know what to do. So I wrote on a piece of paper, be able to serve families in birth. That was the goal of this book. And I put it on a wall, and then I walked to the other side of the room, and I had a stack of index cards in my hand and a marker. So standing a room distance away from this goal on the wall, the purpose of my book, I asked myself, what's the first thing people need to know so that they can serve families in birth? Well, it was a book about doulas, so they needed to know what a doula is. So I wrote on an index card, what is a doula? And I put that on the ground and I took one step forward. Okay, now that they know what a doula is, what's the next thing that people need to know? Well, they need to know the difference between a doula and a midwife or a nurse or a doctor. So I wrote on the next index card, the doula role and how it differs from other roles. And I put that on the ground and I took the next step. And I continued doing that through all the things. What's the next thing they need to know? Well, they need to know how to find clients, or they need to know how to charge clients, or they need to know how to meet with clients and find out what those clients want from their birth. They need to know how to help people make a birth plan, and they need to know what to do in labor. So each of those things became another index card on the ground and another step that I took. Then when I was done, when I got to the other side of the room and all the pieces that needed to be conveyed to my readers was there, I picked up all the index cards in order, and those became the chapters for my book. And I knew what I was writing next. Now, here's a little trick. The book didn't end up exactly in that form. Some chapters got moved around because as you're writing things, and also just the nature of books, they kind of tell you a little bit more about what they want to be or how they want to do their work in the world. So this isn't about creating the outline that your book is going to use. It's about creating a process so that you know where to start. And you don't have to start with the top card. You could pull a card from anywhere out of the middle and just write that chapter. So this is my offer to you, is to write on a big piece of paper, what is the goal or the purpose of your book? What do you want this book to help people be able to do once they're done reading it? Put that on the wall, grab your stack of index cards and a marker, and march to the other side and find how many steps are going to be in your book's outline.